Hey, good morning, Ed. Stephen Riecker here. How are you, sir?
Good morning, brother. Ed Drost, and yeah, we're connected. Look, this is actually part four of a series, but I don't have it named as part four. But it's three: wellness, momentum, connection, and courage.
Right.
And stepping outside your game. Stephen talked about that a little bit yesterday. He talked to his chiropractor.
Hmm.
It's about getting outside your comfort zone a little bit. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a powerful, powerful final segment with Kim on
yeah.
this particular training.
And yeah, so the company is three. We're a wellness company, but we're also a movement.
Hmm.
It's a movement beyond. It's becoming something bigger than yourself. It's leading a life of purpose. So that's what we're all about. We're having fun doing it. We're connecting with people, enjoying it.
Yep.
So basically, here's Kim, and Kim is she's just an outstanding woman that's really has a vision, a purpose, and a drive for three. She came back into the network marketing space to do this.
Yep. She's pretty fired up. She's excited.
So she's finishing up. There was a series with Amy Dunlap and Adrianne Ruiz, and
Hmm.
this is just finishing up the series. I think she does most of the talking, but there's probably a little bit of commentary from Amy and Adrian.
Right.
So anyway, here we go.
Let's dive in.
And I don't want, I want to also, today the call went a little long, but I'm sure it's making a difference, very impactful. And in closing, I want to share this with you. Besides what Adrianne and Amy has shared with you guys, I want to touch upon this last part, and that is of who you are. A lot of times as you go out, you are, when you look at a business opportunity showcase or you went to the convention, you're so pumped. You're pumped because somewhere deep inside you, that you saw possibility. You saw in the speaker or whoever the presenter, you saw an aspect of yourself in them, okay? And you saw somehow something, what they said, or the frequency or the vibration of what they said has sparked something in you, the possibility in which you could also live. But at the same time, all the paradigm, all the conditioning that we've been conditioned, be it who we think we are, society, education, or the labeling or the fixation that we have on ourselves that kind of like immobilize us. We feel like, oh my God, I can't get myself out there. And the best way I can share with you is this. Imagine this. Whatever labeling, whatever you think you are, let's say you come into this world and all the education, your university, all the education, all the working world, the corporate world, or your working life, or in your family life, your social life, that you are deemed, you're seen as, let's say, an architect, or you're seen as a realtor, or you're seen as a builder, or you're seen as a designer, or you're seen as an accountant. So all these labeling and fixations right here. But I want you to understand something. Whatever labeling, whatever you think you are, whatever our logical mind think we are, because of all the accumulation of our education, our family, our society have labeled, put it upon us. It is just an avatar. It is like an outside clothing that you wrap around yourself. We are a lot more than this piece of clothing. Right now, you're looking at me, on a white shirt. And maybe some people see me as I'm wrapped in as an Asian lady, but I'm a lot more than this outside wrapping, this fabric that wraps us. We are a lot more than this fabric. So if you see opportunity, you are in this platform, I want you to do this. Think of an avatar. Think of something that you feel like, how, there's a movie like Superman or Superwoman, or one of those big, forgot what they call this big movie, whatever, like the superhero, Doctor Strange for that matter. Okay. Like these kind of movies, like think about those movies. When you put in a cape, that you become another person. So this cape that we've been wearing, this avatar that we've been wearing, is whatever fixation labeling that we think we are. But if you could think of having a spark, to think of a fabric, a cape, an avatar, that you step into this. And when you step into this, what can you do? That's how you get yourself into action. You are no longer this shy person that you think you're shy, but you are not. For years, I'm a hermit. I'm an introvert. I don't like to talk. In any most of social setting, I'll be, roaming around. If there's a party in the house, I'll be in the backyard running around, running away from everybody. Okay. But when it comes to business, I put on a whole entire avatar. I put in this, say, let's just say mentally, you're thinking, is there a hero? Is there someone that you admire? Is there someone that inspire you, motivate you into action? And you would think, what will he or she act like? What will he or she do in a circumstance that you're in? And you put on that avatar. Take this avatar off, and you come into here and say, how would this person act? I remember years ago, 30 years ago, I was a trying entrepreneur. I was broke beyond a joke. And I will listen to Les Brown's tape. You know, in the back in those days, we had cassette tapes. We didn't have DVD, okay? And that car of mine was eating up my cassette tape because I keep on pressing rewind. Oh, I said, oh, this is good. Rewind. And that tape got stuck in the thing. And I remember Les says, you got to be hungry. And I'm like, Les, if you can only hear me, I am famished. And so I would say, what would Les do? Would Les let these naysayers, these negative people take my dream away? Would he let circumstances get to him? He won't. So I will put on that Les Brown avatar. I will put on that cape, that superwoman, superhero, whatever. Put in that cape and say, I'm going to do this. So for those of you that think you're shy, you couldn't do this, remove that label. First thing, remove the label. Think of a role model. Think of a superwoman. Think of a Superman. Whatever that which is out there, and that which is out there already existed in you. And hence, I want to do this series of calls because for you. And I hope that this training is helpful. This is the first of many. I mean, even later on, we might have different training courses, having Adrianne, Holly, and Amy talk about how to go to approach medical professionals. And we also have another class, how to talk to working class, how to talk to business owners. So we're going to put all this together, but it doesn't matter. Ultimately, guys, remember, it doesn't matter if they're business owner, multimillionaire, if they're doctors, lawyers, whatever. Those are just outer layers, the wrappings. But we're all human beings. We all want to connect somewhere, somehow. And so with that, I thank you all for plugging in. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Adrianne. And thank you to all the admin behind the scene controlling, managing this. I hope that you found this helpful. And together, we're going to create many more. And we are shifting this industry. We're bringing light into this industry. So with that, go pursue your dream, find out why you're doing this, and have that sustainable pursuit in manifesting your dream into reality. With that, thank you so much. I'm signing off and have a beautiful day. Thank you, Adrianne and Amy. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
That's some pretty good stuff there, Ed. You know,
Yeah.
she hits the nail on the head. It's, you know, we get caught up in labels and self-beliefs, limiting self-beliefs, and she's really just hit the nail on the head, saying, you know, we can choose, you know, the avatar or the persona, whatever we want to do, we can actually create that inside of this community.
Yeah, we can create that. And I don't know if you recall this, Stephen, but when we were at the convention, and there was a gentleman talking up on the stage, and he was talking about, you know, hearing no's. You know, when you go talk to people, you hear a no. And a lot of times, you know, in this industry, and it's happened to me in the past, you hear a no a few times, and you kind of let that, like, put you back in your shells to where you're afraid to approach other people. But he was saying that someone taught him to take every no and put it in a box. And he was talking to some lady, and she was talking about sending her children to college and this, and he really thought that she was ready to get involved with his and whatever the products they were selling. They had a big brochure, and she goes, well, no, I can't do this because your cheese curls are more expensive than I can get at Walmart.
Right.
And he pulled that out, and he goes, you know, he goes, here he was in a jet, and he was flying across the country doing all these wonderful things. And he just thought to himself, boy, if I would have let that lady with the cheese curls stop me from being here, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like we let these little labels or things that we think are, I don't know, somehow are important, which we know they're not important. None of this is important. And the thing is, you look at Kim, who in her last business opportunity created $1 million a month income.
Yep.
So she didn't let anybody's cheese curls or bullshit or whatever stop her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, she may have had momentary moments of frustration and
Sure.
doubt and all of that, but at the end of the day, she powered through it.
right. Yeah, she got into her power. She got into her courage. She
Mhm.
connected with people, and that's what we're doing here. That's what me and Steven are all about:
Yep.
bringing people in, connecting, getting out of our comfort zones, doing some
Mhm.
things that maybe a year ago we wouldn't have been doing, but we're doing them now. So
No, and it's make no mistake, folks. I mean, this is not what we're doing is not for everyone. These products are not for everyone. This business is not for everyone. It's for the people that get it, the people that see it, want it, that have a gap in their life, either with their health or with their finances, and we're here to help them fulfill on that and fill that gap. And I get plenty of no's. You get plenty of no's. That's okay. I mean, one of the things I love that Amy says is, I eat no's for breakfast because
Yeah.
I mean, every no is one step closer to a yes. And so again, it helps to have the right tools, the right training, the right support. We have all that in place in the Fierce Life and in the TE movement, the entrepreneurial movement. So we can make that easier. We have the training, as you just saw. Kim is a master when it comes to helping people sort through the junk in their head sometimes, and to power through like she has. So it's all here. Just we'd love to be a part of it with you and lock arms and make some great stuff happen in your life.
Yeah, just like you said, plug into the system. Get some mindset training, do some things, but it's all possible.
Absolutely.
Anything's possible, and it's actually, like you said, the more we go through this, me and Steven started out back in February, and I mean, some people go a little faster,
Mhm.
but they've been in it, they've already been in the space. Me and Steven, we just see we're putting a cinder block at a time,
Yep.
building our foundation here, but
Mhm.
it's working, it's growing. We're bringing people in, we're putting them into the system, and it's becoming a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. It works. It's and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, we have Amy, we have Kim, we have Adrianne. They're
Yeah.
all leading the way and laying the groundwork for us. So all we have to do is follow their roadmap.
Correct. So really, that's our Saturday morning here. Kind of this is really the part 4 in a series of creating momentum in 3. But me and Steven, and I hope you have a great weekend. And really, that's it. Connect with Ed Drost or connect with Steven Riecker. Love to put you into the system. Go to temovement.com, and we look forward to connecting.
Yep, absolutely. You guys have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by and being with us today, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, Ed.
Yeah.